Spirit that possesses my husband, I implore you, release him from your grasp. He is innocent. Fear him, the name of all that is holy. Depart from him, wife.
No, stay back.
Get away! No! Get away! Oh God, it was real. It's gone. Just a dream.
They say love was supposed to feel warm, emotional, caring, but mine felt like a cold hand around my throat. God, I beg you. Every night I slept beside a man who wasn't alone in his own body. Every night, something else loved me too. Something older, something jealous, something hungry. And it only woke up when my husband felt jealousy.
My name is Adaora, and this is the story I swore I would never tell. Not because I'm afraid of being judged, but because speaking it aloud feels like opening the door he forced shut. Because somewhere in the dark, he might still be listening. I met Chike during the rainy season, that kind of heavy rain that beats the roof like war drums. I remember because the moment I saw him, the storm outside felt quiet, like the world paused to listen to us breathe. He was gentle. He was charming. He had the kind of smile that felt like a sunrise after a long night. But what I didn't know, what nobody told me, was that his family hid a truth so dark that marrying him meant marrying something I couldn't see. The demon did not enter him. It was born with him, but I didn't learn that until it was too late. The first sign came on our wedding night, just after the last guest left, just after our parents prayed and wished us well, just after the laughter faded into silence. I saw it. I was removing my veil when I saw his face change. Not physically, not dramatically, but subtly, like a shadow crossed behind his eyes. He stiffened, his breathing deepened, and he looked at me as if someone else was looking through him. "Ada," he whispered, but it wasn't his voice. It was lower, colder, older, like something that had never breathed as a human. I stepped back. "Chike, are you okay?" He blinked once, twice, and just like that, he returned to himself. He smiled, confused. "I'm fine, why?" But I swore the room felt colder. And as I tried to sleep that night, I could swear something stood by the edge of the bed, watching me, even though my husband lay asleep beside me.
The first time I saw the demon was 2 weeks into our marriage. A man at the market complimented my necklace. Nothing serious, nothing flirtatious. I thanked him politely and went home. That night, as I cooked, Chike walked into the kitchen. His eyes were dark, darker than usual. His jaw clenched. "Who touched you today?" I froze. Nobody touched me. He stepped closer, too close. "I can smell him on your skin." My heart thumped. I stepped back. "Chike, you are scaring me." He grabbed my wrist, tight, tighter, until I gasped. Then he whispered, "You are mine." But the voice wasn't his. It rumbled, echoed, vibrated in my bones. I pushed him, terrified, and instantly he staggered back, confused, blinking rapidly, as if waking from a nightmare. "Ada, why are you crying?" He didn't remember. He didn't see what happened. He didn't even know why my wrist was turning red. That night, as he slept beside me, his face relaxed like an innocent child. I lay awake, trembling, because I knew there was something inside my husband that loved me too. And its love was nothing like his. It was possessive, primitive, dangerous. And it only woke up when he felt jealous. One morning, I woke up with scratch marks on my thigh. 4 of them, deep, burning, fresh. I stared at them shaking. I ran to Chike. "Did you do this to me in your sleep?" He looked horrified. "No, God forbid, Ada, I would never hurt you." He was telling the truth. I could see it in his eyes. But someone else had. Someone who lived inside him. That night, I slept with the lights on, and every time the shadows in the room shifted, my heart nearly burst. It wasn't until I confronted his mother that the truth spilled out. "Ada,
There is a spirit that follows my son. Follows him? I asked, shaking. She looked away, ashamed. No, not follows. It lives inside him. My breath caught. When he was born, she continued, a diviner told us he came into this world with a spirit attached, a jealous one that chose him even before he took his first breath. I felt the blood drain from my face. It wakes whenever he feels jealousy, she whispered. And you, Ada, you have become its obsession. I choked on my own breath. Why didn't you tell me before the marriage? She wiped her tears. Because it has never loved someone this deeply, never awakened this strongly, not until you. Something inside me cracked. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run. I wanted to undo every moment that brought me to this house. But instead, I whispered, what does it want? Her voice trembled. It wants you to belong to it completely.
The worst night of my life came unexpectedly. It began with a knock on our door. My childhood friend Kelechi, visiting from out of town. He hugged me. An innocent hug, a friend's hug, nothing more. But Chike saw it, and something inside him shattered. His eyes went black, not dark, not shadowed, black. His chest rose and fell like a beast restraining itself. His neck veins pulsed violently. Ada, he growled in that other voice, why did you let another man touch you? I froze. Kelechi stepped forward. My guy, calm down. Before he could finish, Chike lunged. He grabbed Kelechi by the throat with strength no human should have, lifting him off the ground. He does not breathe the same air as my bride. I screamed, Chike, stop! He snarled, an inhuman guttural sound as his fingers tightened. Kelechi's face turned red, then purple. Please, I cried. And then the demon turned to me. Those black eyes locked onto mine. Ada, choose who should live. My knees buckled. Tears blinded me. Please, please, please don't do this. It stalked closer, still lifting Kelechi effortlessly. You belong to me, it whispered. If I cannot have you without interruption, I will remove the interruptions. I collapsed, sobbing uncontrollably. Let him go, please. The demon tilted its head, studying my agony. Then slowly, it released him. Kelechi crashed to the floor, gasping, wheezing. The demon stepped away, its voice now a whisper inside Chike's mouth. Do not test me again, bride. Then, just as suddenly, Chike collapsed unconscious, and I realized this wasn't possession. It was a partnership, a shared body, a shared soul, a shared love. One human, one demon, both in love with me, but one of them willing to kill for it. I tried to leave. I packed a bag. I waited for Chike to sleep. I crept quietly toward the door. But the moment my fingers touched the doorknob, a voice spoke behind me. Not loud, not angry, just heartbreakingly soft. Are you leaving me, Ada? I turned slowly. Chike stood in the darkness, head lowered, shoulders trembling. But the voice that spoke was not his. Ada, I love you. Its voice was raw, wounded, almost human. I love you more than he ever could. I loved you before you were born. I have watched your soul since the day it formed. You were always meant to be mine. Tears streamed down my face. You're hurting me, I whispered. You're killing the man I married. It stepped closer through his body. Then I'll kill the parts of him that hurt you and keep the parts that love you. I shook my head violently. No, I don't want this. I don't want you. The room fell silent. Then the demon whispered, voice breaking, then you don't want him either, because we are the same. And that was when I realized the truth. I couldn't save Chike, not without destroying the demon. And I couldn't destroy the demon without destroying Chike. My husband and the monster were two halves of the same soul. If one died, the other died too.
I left that night, not because I stopped loving him, but because I knew staying would destroy me. I still dream about him. Sometimes I hear his voice in the wind. Sometimes I feel fingers brush my hair as I sleep. Sometimes I wake up and swear someone is lying next to me, invisible but present. They say demons don't love, but mine did. Too deeply, too possessively, too violently. And every night I whisper into the darkness, Chike, if you can hear me, I forgive you. Because the man I loved is trapped forever inside the creature that loved me too much. And sometimes when the lights flicker, when the night grows cold, when my breath fogs even in warm air, I feel his presence, watching, waiting, loving. The demon that fell in love with a human bride still visits me, still whispers my name, still wants me. And I know one day it will come back to claim what it believes is rightfully its. If you are still listening, remember this. Love is not always human, and jealousy is not always yours. Some things love you from the shadows and they do not share. If you don't have the courage, don't watch this video at night.